Hello and welcome to Furryearsworld. We're back in Stoneblock 3 land, and I've done a bit more glasswork. Look. You can see a lot more up there now. I've done a lot more glasswork. We still need some tidying up to do, but things are more visible, which means we're probably less likely to screw up things like what we've got going on here, which I believe is our smooth stone farm. Lots and lots of shiny things here, blaze rods. We do need to do the obsidian. I don't know if we have obsidian chicken. Did we do? Can anyone remember what I did? I can't remember what I did. That's just a thing that I can't do. Did we do obsidian chickens? We've got water chickens that are, you know, presumably 10. They're coming on. I'm guessing that means we potentially did do obsidian chickens. We have got obsidian chickens. There is our obsidian chicken there. And here's a 10. And I'm guessing he is sat there so that we can put him in a roost and make obsidian for our ME system. And then we'll have, you're going to love this, obsidian in the ME system. Amazing. Just amazing. Right, we're going to go for the chicken mod. And we need the roost is what we need, which is wheat and wood. I think it's just wheat and wood. Do we do 1, 2, 3 of them, and just wood around the rest of that. It's nice that, you know, I've got some garbage in my inventory just to make these. Those are drawers. Those are actually drawers. Those are actually drawers. That's not going to work, Furry. That's okay. We screwed the pooch here. Let's just get some wood. There you go. We messed up. We have to just hold our hand up, say, look, I did a wrong. I did done a wrong. The wrong has been did and done. Need to move on and, you know, accept that the wrongness was done and just basically move on with our lives and forget that the wrongness was done by whoever did it, because we've already forgotten who did the wrongness, even though it was me. That's how it works. That's I believe personally. Once we've done this, once we've got Mr. Obsidian Chicken doing Mr. Obsidian Chicken's Obsidian Chicken dance, which is, you know, big thing, big breakthrough, big step forward. We're going to look at maybe getting some fans in the mob farm. Some screaming, mad, groupie fans in the mob farm. That's what we need. I need this to be better replaced. I kind of want it to come. We are going pixel perfect here. Like, that's wrong. That's the wrong thing. That's completely the wrong thing. I don't want the roost there. That's not where I want the roost. What I want there is draw. But I've got apples on my hotbar. Just for no reason. For no reason whatsoever. I've got apples on my hotbar. That's not good. That's not good at all. Are those are planks? Those are planks. Okay, I thought they were drawers. I'm having a moment. Apparently I'm having a moment. The object that I thought was a solid wooden object is actually not a solid wooden object. It's another object. Because you can see very similar. There's a definite lineality between the two different objects there and words. Of course, building this will make that entire thing entirely redundant, because the whole purpose of that monster back there is to make obsidian, but might be able to repurpose it. There we go. Now that's the right object. That, I think you'll find, is the right object. And somehow we need to get something on top of that, which means wood. Does mean wood. Glorious wood. Hello? We're in the wrong place. We're in the wrong part of town right here. So we need the roost sitting there. And in the roost, we're going to sit Mr. Obsidian Chicken. Ba-doomp. Who will start pooping immediately the obsidian. Now, they don't poop at an insane rate. But they poop at an insane rate fast. I mean, look at that. It's 9 already. 9 obsidian already. 10 obsidian. 12 obsidian. I think it's pooping more than one in a go, you know. I think it's going big on the poops. So, in here now, obsidian should be rising. Oh, no, it won't be, will it? It won't be. Why won't it be? Anyone? Anyone know? Anyone know why obsidian's not showing up in the ME system? It's right. Well done. Whoever said that, well done. You're spot on. For those of you who didn't hear, I haven't linked it. I've messed up the linking. The linking's not been done. We need the linking tool. The tool that is used for linking. See, it's showing us the linked area. We need to link that last box in as well. Because it's new, it won't be automatically linked. So we can just go bop, and there we go. Now it's linked. Then we look in here. There's our obsidian. Going up. Just amazeballs. Just amazeballs. So have we got smooth stone in two places? Probably. No, we've got cobblestone up there and smooth stone there. That's right. That's right. So we've got that much cobblestone and that much smooth stone. And they're both coming from vanilla sources, so they're not... That one originally was going to be dependent on that one, but now that's got its own source, it doesn't depend on that one, so we're not going to draw down on that one to make that one work, which is kind of what we need. I'm a little concerned about apples, but I don't think I need to be. But we need to bear apples in mind. At some point, many, many years from now, we will think to ourselves, apples, and everything will have broken. Because of what's going on upstairs. That's all there is to it. So we want to look at fans. The mob grinding fans, which I think is this, mob farm, mob grinding utilities, mob fan. So it's blocks of redstone, iron, and stone slabs. Now we're getting smooth stone in the system, so we can make stone slabs. Let's go see what we can do. How many fans do we want? I don't really remember how the construction of this thing... Hello. That was unfortunate. How the construction of this thing works. But we need to definitely figure that out. We've got some armor in there. It's garbage. Oh, we've got a drum. Instrumental mobs. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But it's a drum, so yeah, cool. I'm guessing these are the least common, because there's only one of them. But I could be wrong about that. It seems to be doing a job of work, but we can make it better. There's a lot of stuff upstairs that just needs to be, you know, admonished and pushed back into death. So that is where we believe our fan needs to go. So if I take that block out, we die. It's simple as that. So we kind of want to do this. And if we have a torch here, it doesn't necessarily impinge too much on that. It will impinge on that, but that's something we can work around. I don't know how wide this needs to be. And it's going to be interesting finding out how wide this needs to be. There is creepers further side of wall, if I get this wrong. Which we don't want to interact with in any meaningful way. I just can't remember how big this thing is. I think it's 8 out from the center, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8. Then there's 2. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this should be the turn. I should be able to go that way and not break into the thing. Good. Good. That works. But if I dig that one out, that should be inside the mob farm. But there is a creeper just the other side of that wall. We don't necessarily want to aggro that boy. But that would give us this run of fans, which would be... Are we looking at 16 fans there? It's 2 8s, isn't it? So we want 32 fans in total. And we're going to make fans run both sides of this thing. Hopefully my presence here is discouraging additional spawning, because they can be a little bit sensitive about spawning when I'm around. So that's the corner. So we're saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we have a corner. Then we turn. And we're not in the mob farm again. Perfect. But, and I think we can actually test here, that should not be in the mob farm. That's interesting. That is, okay, so what we've done there is go too far back. Okay. So, that could be safely removed? Question mark? We don't want to take out anything that we don't need to take out. The mob farm has generally cleared itself at the moment, so that's all good. So somewhere along here we miscounted. So that should be the mob farm there. It is. Perfect. So that's a corner of the mob farm. Is that a corner of the mob farm? So we need to put that back in and then build that up, and that's a corner of the mob farm. So somehow we got one addy up right, but we didn't get the other addy up right, which worries me. I thought we were better at addy ups than that, but apparently not. But we weren't a million miles off, but we were not quite right. Not quite there. We were nearly there, so very nearly there. We were almost there. But almost does not win any buttered parsnips around here. It just doesn't. Alright, so we're saying wall. 1, 2. We're going to try that again, but with proper counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that should be the last block of the mob farm, which I think it is. Yeah, it is. So that's the last block of the mob farm. So if we have 8 fans, 2 no fans, 8 fans. And then the same down the other side, which might be a bit awkward to do, but I'm sure we'll get it right. Then anything that spawns in will be blown into the water channels and down the hole into the middle where they meet their maker. I'm not their maker, but they will meet their maker. Apparently their maker has something to do with these 2 bad boys here. Why are we... Ow, that's my face. Why are we not picking up the experience? It may be that that thing is full. Something horrible just happened. Nope. I just want to get the hopper. Yep, that's what's going on there. Because we're draining the items, we're not draining the fluid. We need to come up with a plan for draining the fluid. I'm not sure what that plan will be. We've had 2 potatoes out of there. Do you know, if we had to live on it, we could. Not well. Not well at all. Just no, not well at all. But we could live on it. It would be a disappointing existence. It would be existentially awful. But we could do it. So we want 32 redstone blocks. So let's clear that lot out. And let's grab some redstone. Like so. Bop. And let's make 32 of them. Because we're pushing towards fans. A lot of fans. $32 redstone blocks. Perfect. And then we need stone slabs. And we're going to need... Is that 128? Is that 128 we need? I think it is. Not sure. Let me just confirm that. Unprofessional. I know, it's unprofessional. Yeah, it's 128. We need 128 stone slabs, and you get 6. So we could do 2 stacks, basically, of stone slabs. I think. So where's my smooth stone? No. There. Cool. Let's get rid of that lot. Grab some of that. And... see, I don't know whether I've put that back in the right place. I can't tell. So that's 60. 120. That'll get us the 128. So we should now be able to just click that in there. Like that. And be able to go up to 32. Nice. We got a quest for that one as well. Right, so let's plop one of these down. Badoop. That's not helpful. Let's plop it down like that. That's better. Obviously, it doesn't work without a redstone signal. That's given. We kind of knew that would be the case. We give it a redstone signal. We've got a lever somewhere. We had a lever somewhere. We did, honestly, have a lever somewhere. I've got a stick somewhere, which has just come from nowhere again. Bloody sticks. Right. It's got a redstone signal on it. It's turning. It blows me to that block. So if I pop a torch on that block, that blows me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks. No, it blows me 5 blocks. It'll blow me to that one. It doesn't blow me to... I can stand on that one. I can't stand on that one. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need that to blow probably 8 blocks. And I'm wondering if we need to just widen it. I'm wondering if that's a way forward here. Because we can widen these and lengthen these, and we do need it longer. So, what do we need for lower winding? Widening is elongating. No, that's the height modifier. Mob distance, that's what we want. So we want feathers. Oh god. Oh god. Feathers. I don't see that happening anytime soon. I really don't. We have 9 feathers. So we can... but we can only do it on 1. I'm thinking... what does it take to do a widening? A widening is, again, feathers. We can't really widen. We're probably going to have to go with the vanilla push 5 blocks thing, which is probably going to be as laggy as hell. And we're probably going to have to do something clever, which, you know, that's just not going to work, is it? And we're probably going to need more than 32 fans now. But let's crack on. Let's get started. Let's get the ball rolling, at least. We can kind of semi do what we want to do. So what we need to do is smack out some of these blocks. We also need to just get these mobs to try and pursue us a little bit and hopefully get washed down into the doom pit. Ideally they're miles away from me, because that's ideal. Because we may end up needing to go inside this thing again, because of the way these things place. Because if I place it like that, it faces me. I don't want it to face me. There doesn't seem to be a way of placing it. Can I use the crescent hammer on it? Yes, I can. So I need to see that side, but I can crescent hammer these things. That's good. That's good. That's going to help. That's going to save my wretched, worthless life here. So if we break that, pop that in. Break that, pop that in. What we don't want to do is aggro a creeper while we're doing this. Now, these fans won't stop mobs spawning, but mob density might stop these mobs spawning. So what have we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was reckless and stupid. That's not helped. Because there could easily be a baby zombie in there. That's right. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. So we need to see here. That side. 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 So we power that up. Anything that spawns on the other side of there will be blown. Thoroughly. Thoroughly blown. I think we're okay to break this out now. There doesn't look like there's a lot in there. There might be something. So let's not get too cocky here. Good. So we should be able to rotatey, 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 rotatey. Oops, got that one wrong. It's no biggie. And that one, I don't actually know. What I need to see is, I think we can get rid of... Oh, no we can't, because of the button. We can get rid of that. I think. We can always put it back if we have to. But we just need to be able to see when that's pointing in the right direction. Good, that should be pointing in the right direction. We might actually need to keep this open so that we can redstone this, because redstone is going to be a problem here. I think we could use some sort of redstone wire, but I don't know definitively. Alright, let's get more torches on the go so that we don't have issues avec the locals not being where we want the locals to be. I just don't want to break that button. I think I might have no choice. Good. It didn't open the door. We can put the button back. We can put the button back up there. And that will still do, I'm assuming, the same job. Yes. Good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not sure why that's only 6. Are we not in the... Oh, we're not right in the corner there, are we? That's why we got this side wrong. That's why we got this side wrong. So they're blowing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What the hell just happened? I think it was the torch. I think the torch just threw me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is as far as that blows. So that's the limit of the blowing. So at this point, we need more blowing. So we can go... where are my fans? There they are. I don't know why I've got 18 left. I think 3 will probably do there. And then we rotatey-tatey those. Good. And then we want 3 this side, presumably. And rotatey those. Good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blows that way. And then we start laying them down this side, and I think we're going to need to widen this side too. We're making it up as we go along, as always with Furryearsworld. There is a bee somewhere as well. Where's he appeared? I don't know where he's appeared. I can't... I can see his... Oh, he's down there. Okay, that's fine. What I don't want is a bee turning up somewhere in the mechanical workings of what we're building here and knocking a block out. Because that seems to be something they are very, very capable of. And that would break many, many things. Alright, that's the 8 there, which we can do. And I don't know why they place that way round, but I'm not going to worry about it. And then, because we've had to improvise on that edge, we haven't got enough now. We've only got 4 more. They placed around the right way. It's bizarre. So we need another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need a means to provide a redstone signal. Now, it doesn't matter. Does it matter? We might be able to do it all in one hit. We might be able to do it all in one hit, you know. I'm thinking, if we get the right redstone conductor, we can do it all in one hit. So they should start spawning in again in that mob farm. Yep, I see, yeah, all sorts of shit spawning in there already. That's good. What can we do in terms of redstone conductivity? Let's have a look. I think it's going to be mechanisms. Cable, tube. It might not be mechanisms. I thought there was a way of transporting a redstone signal. What does left shift do? Capable of transferring gases, items and blocks, heat. There's nothing that transfers a redstone signal. I thought there was in mechanisms. Kind of glad there isn't, because that would make life difficult. Redstone. I mean, worst comes to the worst, we just bung down repeaters and do just standard redstone, but I prefer not to do that. That's not good at all, is it? Pipe? Energy pipe, gas pipe, fluid pipe. Fluid pipe. Red. Something like rednet cable or something like that. Red string. That's not what I'm after. Red candle. I shouldn't be surprised that all of the objects I'm looking at here contain the word red. That is exactly what we searched for. You would think there would be something that can carry a redstone signal that isn't just redstone. Ideally, I don't want, because redstone signal can go 16 blocks without becoming less effective. I would prefer not to have to go, you know, crazy repeaters. I will go crazy repeaters. Just to get the damn thing working, I will go crazy repeaters. What we don't want to happen, and it might actually happen, is when we trigger the fans, the door opens. That would be cataclysmically bad. The redstone repeater is smooth stone, redstone torches, and redstone, which is really kind of straightforward. A redstone wire coil. Will that do what I need it to do? Is there a wire option? Wire. it looks like the immersive engineering is the only way to go, but that's going to require aluminium wire. And I don't think we're at the point where we can crack into aluminium wire just yet. Well, I mean, it's not a million miles away, don't get me wrong. We could just pour aluminium into the smeltery. Transmits redstone signals, will not transmit power. I mean, that's the one, isn't it? That is actually the one. But I don't like the way immersive joins things together. I'm guessing you need a redstone wire connector, which is just getting into the realms of stupidity. And we're going to need 41 of them, I want to say. Maybe not 41 of them, but we need a lot of them. So we need to do this recipe 10 times, and I don't know if we've got enough clay for that. We do need to automate clay. Let me have a little think about this one, because there's got to be a better way of doing it than that. So we'll have a little think and a play, and I'll come up with a solution for next time. But for now, for Furry's World, we're going in the right direction. We are going in the right direction. We're going to go with a cheery old ta-ta for now.